me a sec.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen. Let me drop the code in the so copy that and paste. Let's see if it will work. How now? This is just to upgrade your Python on your command prompts.
Did you drop a message?
Check it. Have you guys not seen the message in the chat box?
I've seen it, sir.
Do you guys know how to search for the version of Python you have?
Version iPhone. Okay, Python.
Yeah, you could just type Python dash dash version. What are you doing?
I thought you said I should paste it on the command prompt.
It's showing invalid syntax.
Yes.
How did you get here?
I didn't get you.
How did you get here? Search
Okay.
search for command prompt on your Windows. No. Search for command prompts. Just type command prompts. Yes, that's what I mean. This is it. Click on open. Yeah, then paste. Let's see.
So I should enter now.
Yes, let's see. You see? This is what I mean. So when I say command prompt, this is it. It's not
Okay,
the other
not the
one.
Python. Okay.
So if you want to upgrade your Python, you just come here and run the code, and you see it has installed successfully. So if you
It's
want to now see,
uninstalled and installed. Okay.
yeah, if you want to see the version of Python you're using, you can just copy the code I posted on the chat box, and then it will. I think that one should work. It will tell you what version of Python you're using.
I should still put paste that on the command prompt.
Yes, command prompts. Everything is
Okay.
command prompts. It's like you love this one. Okay, good to know that. If you want to check the latest version, just go to python.org. You will see the latest version of Python programming. Those of you asking questions. So if you hit enter, let's see what will come up. Arioye, I hope you are alone. You see the version. Python 3.1.10.10.5. That's it.
Yes.
So
Okay.
this is where you would come. So guys, I'm going to wait a little bit for anyone who is trying to download it to kind of, you know, what? I wanted to teach you guys how to build a game using Python programming. I don't know if that's gonna work, but let's do some installation today. Then go to jetbrains.com and install PyCharm. PyCharm is, are we together, guys?
Yes, we are, David. At least I am with you.
Yeah, PyCharm is one of the text editors that we are going to be using to build. We are going to start. If we have the time, we'll just do a little bit of gaming and build some stuff if we have the time. But we need to work on something else today as we proceed. Remember, we were trying to learn how to manipulate strings. Okay, we're trying to learn how to manipulate strings. Today, we are going to do something different because the more you know how these things work, really, the more you know how to build your product. So, who wants to share their screen? Let's do some coding. Mubarak, I think we'll still come back to you. Normally, those who are attending the class for free are supposed to. I mean, tomorrow is supposed to be the last day for it, but and I'm thinking of having another extra class so that we can build even more products or projects. What do you think?
We'll appreciate that, sir. We'll appreciate that, sir.
And so that I want. Yes, last week we did a project using Python. We are going to do one this week, and then we are going to have a guest tomorrow. Please be very, very time conscious tomorrow. We're going to have a guest tomorrow to talk about visualization using Bokeh plugin or Bokeh library. So he works as a Python developer, like I said. Then, if you want to get a certificate or anything of recognition to show that you have an idea of Python programming, then you will need to continue this course so that at least you can be proud of yourself to build a project that you can say, I use Python programming. You can see the fact that I'm teaching doesn't make it look as scary as some of you think coding was. Coding is actually really fun. If you are like me, you are in love with building projects and products. Okay. Then so that's my serious encouragement. So if you are listening to me now and you think you would love to at least have a beginner knowledge of Python, then you can send the virtual assistant a message or send any of us a message. You could send me a message if you want. Then we could get to talk about it. I hope that's clear, but I'm thinking of having an extra class. For those who are serious, could just come, 3 hours. We are building through some could be games, it could be anything, so that you can have something to show for it as an additional knowledge should you ever be in a position where someone is asking you if you know Python programming. Because at the end of the day, if you don't build a project of your own, you can't really say that you've done anything regards Python. Okay,
That'll be fine, sir.
let's
Hmm?
let's do some exercises. So go to your Jupyter notebook.
Did they call you?
Odenigbo, I will drop bomb for that place
They're
for
in the
you.
house.
Mute yourself. All right, so go to your Jupyter notebook. We're going to, the topic for today is variables in Python. Variables in Python. You already know how to put that. Variables in Python. Okay, it's still loading.
Please, are we using Jupyter Notebook or we're using the Python.org that we about to download or something?
Mubaraka, is your python.org open? Did you download it?
You said the PyCharm.
Python. Did you go to python.org to download the software?
There is one I downloaded, but I don't know whether it's the one. She has disappeared. Let me see.
Who got it?
It's here.
Yeah, that's so open it. Let's use this.
It is there.
This is like the prompt. This is like the extension. Is this how it's looking on all of your laptops?
Yes, sir. This is how my own is looking at. The Samsung is my own.
Someone is asking a question about VS Code. Yeah, you could use VS Code, but I don't want to be fast about these different extensions. Okay, Mubaraka, if this is how yours, just run any code and let's see how let's see the result.
Like which code? Like the other one where we are saying print.
Yeah, just run any code at all. Let's see. You need to define your variable. Let's say A equals to 12. Let's say A equals to 12. Then print A. Okay. So do you guys prefer this interface or the other one?
The other interface is better. At least this one is making it look like we're straining our eyes.
Okay, let's use Jupyter Notebook. There will be a time we'll be using this actually, but let's take it easy.
Here, do I choose new notebook?
Yes. So we can call. Why are you starting from the beginning though? I thought you had something, and didn't you go have something on your note?
I have.
Just search for it and open it.
This one labeled Dahel.
Yeah. If
Though I see all the elements on my desktop appear on this notebook here, I don't know how they come about. Okay. There.
all right. So the next topic now is variables in Python.
The other option of heading is not appearing.
You need to put your hashtag as comment. Don't forget.
It is still not there.
No. It's not there.
Yeah.
Well, just continue. I don't know why.
Can you see your shoe over here?
You said, what do I press to go to the next cell?
What?
If I want to move to the next cell, the shortcut.
Just you see the down arrow. You can just do that. Open it up. The shortcut to move to the next cell. Shift and
Yeah.
enter.
You can also click on the plus up there.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
thank you.
now we all know what the input function is all about. So let's type input, bracket open, what is your name? We all know what is your name is. What is your name is what? What is what's the name of that data type?
String.
String, thank you. So what is your name? There's a question mark, then you enter. Close. Close the bracket. Now, when once hit enter, we are now going to say everything that is inside the input function, we want it to what? To be given a variable. And the variable that we want it to have is the name variable. So we're going to say name equals to input. What is your name? Good. So where you see that anytime you see that there is something name equals to, B equals to, C equals to, location equals to, food equals to, know that that thing is what is called a variable. Are we all gotten to this point?
Yes, sir.
Good. So now you can run the code. You see, what is your name? You hit enter. What is your name? Now, the first, what is your name, was the input. But now, put the second one. So anytime we say print, now go to the next line of code. Anytime we now say print name, who can define what do we mean when we say print name?
We are going to, that means we are printing what is in the name variable.
In other words, thank you, we are simply printing the variable called name. So
Yes,
run
what
the
is
code.
stored in the variable, yes.
Because we have already defined the variable to be what? The input.
Name. Yes.
So run the code. You see? So it already knows that the name is Mubaraka. I'm taking this easy. Does anyone have a question on the meaning of variable now? Anybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay,
Sorry,
so
excuse me,
please,
sir.
I'm still trying to understand this inputs in brackets. What is your name? Like after defining the inputs, I don't know if that is definition or what. But after saying input, what is your name? And then you now come and assign input. So now my question is, why are we now adding this? What is your name again to this? Assigning this input. I Why is it not just name equals to input since you already defined input as what is your name? Like I don't know.
I wanted,
It's just like
I
magic.
wanted, thank you. I wanted all of you to see the steps. That is it. I wanted all of you to see the steps. Because if you didn't see the fact that input is what is your name, but we are now saying anything that is inside this input function, we are going to assign a variable called name to it, and then we are going to print the variable name. That is exactly what we do. We could as well just simply remove the first one. We can as well just remove the first one and put name equals to input. What is your name? But you will not probably know the steps that we use to get to that point. Now, I want to give all of us an exercise. I hope that explains a little bit. I want to give all of you an exercise. So the exercise is, I want you to type username, not comment. Okay, exercise is here. So username equals to, can write Ruth. There should be a space between user and name. That's the first line, equals to Ruth. Then the second one is user underscore name equals to Peter. Let me know when you are done.
I beg your pardon, on username is equal to what?
Username equals to Ruth, R-U-C-H. Username equals Ruth. Then the second
Yes.
one, user underscore name equals to Peter. Do you understand?
Yes.
Now, I need all of you to look at those two variables. The first one, user name equals to Ruth, username equals Peter. Which of these variables would give us an error when we run them?
The first one.
The first one,
Why?
because it will see it as two different words.
Okay. Because it will see it as two different words. Okay. Any other reason?
Because of the spacing
Because I
between
think
the
Because what?
it doesn't correspond with the rules of
name.
naming a variable.
Oh, beautiful. And what are the rules of naming a variable?
I think one of them is no spacing between the name, the variable name.
Exactly. So anytime that you are naming your variable in Python, do not put a space in between them. Do not become that thing that will put asunder. So the second one is correct. So now I'm going to give you another variable, another exercise. So the exercise I'm going to give is, we're going to have P1 username. You see, it's already giving you an error, so you have to correct it. So let me write this one in the comment section. So we have P1 username equals to Jack 1 underscore player underscore username equals to Jack. Third one is player one underscore username equals to Jack.
We can't see what you're typing.
And the last one is POI Jack. All right, so look at the comment section. Which of these usernames is the most appropriate? Which of these usernames is the most appropriate? When you are running your code, these exercises are very important because if you don't know how to give you go and mention if you are not skillful enough in naming your variables, you go and give your variables a long name. Equals to B. So which of them is correct? Or sounds better?
The last one.
The last one.
Why do you think it's better?
It's shorter. It's shortest.
Huh?
It's very short.
The last one. Are you, but it doesn't mean anything. What does it mean?
Player
We're
one
just
username.
using
Pick for
initials.
player one and the username.
Thank
I
you.
go for 3.
You go for what?
Number 3.
Yeah,
Why?
the second to the last one. Well, it sounds better. You can understand it. Variables is something you should be able to. You look at it, you understand. So it makes more sense.
Exactly. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Because we already know number one, P1 username equals to Jack. Doesn't follow the rules of naming your variable. One player underscore username. This sounds okay, but we can't use it because it doesn't give us an item. Player one underscore username gives us an item because we can actually have player two underscore username, player three, and so on. So we can use that as variable. PLU equals to Jack doesn't mean anything. It could mean Pluto lives under. What am I saying? It could mean Peter living what? I don't know. Peter living with Undertaker. So it doesn't. I hope you all know how these things work. So let's have more examples. So you can comment all of this. Let's have another example. So the third one is actually okay. So we are going to have exercise 3. Let's say how many states do you have in Uganda?
We don't have states, but we use regions. That is the biggest component.
You have what?
We use regions, then districts. We don't have states.
Okay. So let's say districts districts in Uganda equals to 5. Now, I want you to put that 5 in a string. If you know what to do, write the comments, write it as a comment. Districts in Uganda. I need all of you to do this. Districts in Uganda equals to 5. Now, I want you to put that 5 in a string. So the exercise now is districts in Uganda.
The numeral 5 will have a comma. I can't write, but that's it. District in Uganda equals to 5. The numeral 5 will have a comma.
Exactly. So we have districts in Uganda equals to 5. Then you print. There are districts in Uganda compared to.
Come again?
There are districts in Uganda. No. When I say there are is a comment. Sorry, it's not a comment. There are is a string. Concatenate districts in Uganda, which you know is 5. So we are going to print out this code. There are 5 districts in Uganda compared to Nigeria. So I want you to write that code and put it, run it.
Like that?
Yes, run the
What
code.
you wrote nice. It's not complete.
Okay, let's look at the code together, guys. Let's look at it together. What is missing?
The string, a string is still missing. There are 5. You have to put districts in Uganda in quotes also before compared.
No. Don't forget, districts in Uganda is a variable. It cannot be in quotes. Because 5 belongs to the variable. And so if we are calling districts in Uganda, we are not actually calling that variable. We don't want it to show. What we want to show is the content of that variable.
I think there's no space now. There is the concatenation is supposed to include a space before districts in Uganda.
Okay.
So that there are then space districts in Uganda. So we, yes, and then we're compared, yes, space again to Nigeria. Yes.
What I mean is this statement is not complete. What we have now is there are 5 compared to Nigeria. There are 5 districts in Uganda.
Okay.
Yes, right. Grammatically, I think she's correct. She's correct, yes.
They did not define that variable district in Uganda.
No district.
So let's say
yes.
We are going to put
district.
No, let's change the variable name. Let's change the variable name, okay? So I need you guys to give me something. You already know what I'm trying to do. Give me something. what I want to see is there are 5 districts in Uganda. That means I compared to Nigeria. That is the sentence we want to print. But we need to give our variable a name that we can bring into the print statement. I hope you understand.
Number of districts in Uganda. Number of districts in Uganda.
But if okay.
What if they remove the hashtag in that district in Uganda equals to 5? Won't it turn to variable name?
What are you saying?
If they remove that comment, that hashtag that is turning that district in Uganda to a comment, won't it turn to a variable name?
I think he knows what to do.
Yes, because yes. Because actually, districts in Uganda had no. There was nothing stored in that variable because of the hashtag. Yes.
Yes.
I think there is also something missing because if I just say this one will be
But the
substituted
5,
by
let me say something here. Why not? I think what we should store in districts in Uganda should be 5 districts, so that we now have there are 5 districts. Okay, to 5 districts. Okay, Uganda may not be there. There are 5 districts compared to Nigeria. Okay, there's a lot we need to put in there.
I love how you are thinking now because it means we all understand. Okay, you know what? Run this code. Just run this code so that we can see the result and then we can correct ourselves and give ourselves a better variable name and then print a better statement.
Okay. As if the part in Uganda will be missing. Let me run it.
I think the number one thing is to know what do you want the output to look like. Then you must know.
So you see the output, there are 5 compared to Nigeria.
So you must know what you want the output to look like before you
now
think
what we want the output to look
code.
like is there are 5 districts in Uganda compared to Nigeria.
Okay, so now we can write the code.
That's the exercise. Oh yeah, fire on.
It's print concatenation districts in Uganda.
Okay, so what I did, you can continue what you're doing anyways. What I did, I described the 5 as 5 districts in Uganda. So when I ran it, it came up with there are 5 districts in Uganda.
Okay, awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Now let's look at another thing. I think we've captured something around variables. Now let's look at integers. Let's look at integers now. I hope there's no one that's still confused about this. Is there anyone that is still confused? Okay, there's no one that's confused. Let's look at integers. Who remembers what integers are?
Whole numbers, sir.
Whole numbers. Okay. So it's very, very easy to work with integers. Okay. For instance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All of those are called integers. So we are going to do some manipulation. We already know what it means. So I want it to print prints 1, 2, 3 plus 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3 plus 3, 4, 5. Now that is what it does. But what if you put print 1, 2, 3 plus 3, 4, 5? What if you put them in a double quotes? What happens? What do you think will happen? Do it, let's see.
To just print it like that, because it's now a string. Once you quote it, it becomes a string.
Exactly.
Which cannot be used in calculation, yes.
Exactly. You see? So it simply puts 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. It simply prints it out to you as a string function because, again, that's exactly what you said you asked it to do. I hope this one is clear.
Yes, sir.
Good. But there are some basic functions. For instance, write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, normally these numbers, when we are writing them, let's say this is money. How do we write it if it's money?
Okay, after 3, so we put comma.
Exactly. So let's do it. You are going to comment it so that we have 1, 2, 3, comma 4, 5, 6, comma. That's normally how we write money or anything related to money. Correct?
Yes.
Good. That's how we write it. But what do you think happens if we want to write this in Python programming? What do you think happens if we want to write it in Python programming?
Okay. Yeah, you want us to capture the comma?
To capture the spaces. How do you think it's written in Python?
Okay, space is occupied by the comma.
Yes.
Okay, if that's we are going to introduce the comma while printing. Is that? Let me get exactly what you mean, sir. I think maybe the comma will be in quotes. We'll quote them.
No.
Okay.
It's not going to be in quotes.
Okay, let me see.
Who knows the answer? We already treated something like this when we were looking at variables.
So I don't even understand the question to start with.
The question is, listen, the question is, are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The question is, when you are writing money, okay, 53,544 naira or $53,544. There is always a full stop and a comma separating the numbers. Is that true?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now, I am saying that because we can't use a comma in Python to differentiate those numbers, what are we going to use instead of a comma? That's the question. Or you still don't understand the question?
We use a backspace, a backward slash before the comma. Or we quote,
What I'm
we
saying, sir,
say,
is that,
say you quote the comma.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay. Who else? Backward slash. Okay. So try that. Let's see. Try it. Let's see. Put a backward slash, print, put the numbers and divide, put a backward slash. Let's see if it will work. I'm very open to learning myself. So you see? So put another number after the backward slash. Some numbers after it. Let's see if it will respect some.
But what if you
see?
what if you remove the
So
commas
simply
and convert them to
divided the
string?
number by 6. What if
If
I
you remove the
what?
commas and convert it to string, you convert the
Oh.
string to integer, then you format again with commas. Will it work?
You love suffering, sir.
Sir, you did not put slash. Supposed to put a comma.
Okay, I
Well,
think. Can I try?
Yeah, try.
So I think you put the first numbers, then you put the comma in a quote plus the next set of numbers. Then put the comma
Okay.
again in a quote.
Try it. Let's see.
So what should I do next?
Put
The comma in a quote.
in a quote.
Okay, sorry, put plus before the comma in a quote. Then the next set of numbers. Or you can just run this, let's see. Close the bracket, run it, let's see if the comma will appear.
Yes, now put number first now.
Sorry, can you put the numbers in a quote too?
I be like say this one work.
So which means
Can you put another number after the comma?
You're missing out the comma.
You just have to be putting commas in between.
Plus before the comma, please.
Anyway, the question. Let's move on. The thing is, when
The
I
last bracket.
the problem now is you people did not understand the question. I didn't even ask that you should print this out. Okay, that's correct. But I didn't ask that you should print this out. What I asked was, we cannot write a comma when we are trying to separate numbers from each other in Python programming. Rather, we have to put the numbers in underscore. That shows that there are spaces between one number and the other number. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
So when you are trying to write something that even if you want to print it, it's going to still come without the underscore. But for the sake of letting people know that there are spaces to make the numbers readable, because if you have 30 billion naira, you can't go and be writing 30 and then you write too many zeros. Even you that looking at it, you get confused, you could make mistakes. But for you to make the person who is reading the code to actually follow what you are doing, it is good to put underscore, right? Put underscore in your, it's just standard procedure in Python programming. I hope that makes sense.
So can we try it and see?
If you write 1, 2, 3 underscore 4, 5, 6, it's just writing. It has nothing to do. You don't need to print. If you print, you would still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 without the underscore showing. I'm simply saying if you are writing numbers that you need someone to read it, then use underscore. Use underscore. You know why? Because if you put a comma, you have changed the syntax of that number. But if you use underscore, Python is going to work with that and give you a result as if there was no underscore in the first place. Do you understand me?
Yes.
So Python understands that you are putting this underscore simply means you want somebody to be able to read it. So I can now see 1, 2, 3 underscore 4, 5, 6. So I can now see that, okay, there are 9 numbers here without making any mistake. But when you print it, you will definitely see 1 up to 9. I hope it's not confusing anyone.
So please, this underscore, is it representing the commas?
Yes, it is. In Python, it is to a great extent, especially when you are dealing with numbers. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's do some basic integer operations. So let's say a equals to 50. So basic integer operations, that is the next topic now. I hope you are all practicing and you are not just listening to me. Because by the time in our next class, I start talking about how to build a short, game and things like, we'll be going to use some editors, PyCharm or VS Code. And then we'll be using some libraries like Pygame. We'll be importing some libraries like that. So you can have an idea of how to build a game. But you need this basic understanding. Abi, I should just leave all this one and start doing serious coding. You people don't need basic knowledge. Talk to
We
me.
do, sir. We do.
This is foundation. So when the foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do?
That is if you are righteous.
Yeah,
Somebody dey inside kitchen. I dey hear you. The pot the echo. The person dey inside kitchen. They shout. We need it to. We need it to. Somebody is even attending this class from the bed. If they sit down for bed, they attend class. So some basic operations. What do we mean by that? We have plus, minus, division, subtraction, multiplication, all of that. Those are just basic operations. We all know how to work with these in Microsoft Excel. And we'll be having a free Excel class very soon this month. Well, let's just do some things. Now, it's very interesting how Python works as well. So let's have our variable A equals to 50 and B equals to 10. So for addition, we are going to say print A plus B. So we are not just saying print 50 plus 10. We want it to simply print what? A plus B. And then when you run the code, what's the answer? 60. It's because we have defined A to be 50 and we have defined B to be 10. We can as well, let's say David equals to 70. Cecilia equals to 40. David equals to 70. Cecilia equals to 40. This is how the bank uses to know how many people are owing them money. So we say print David plus Cici. Because 70 can actually change tomorrow, isn't it? Today in your account, you have 70 Naira or $70. Tomorrow it maybe is 41 or 42. We are not interested in the numbers. We are interested in the variable. Anything that is attached to that variable becomes legit. So that is it for addition. For subtraction, I want you to use the same method. Print A minus B. Print David minus Cici. You use the same thing for division. Use the same thing for
multiplication.
And use the same thing for, do you know when you say something like raised to power, what is it called in mathematics? A raised to the power of 2. What is the technical name for it?
Exponential.
Exponential, thank you. I trust that Mr. Obasi is here. Because the mathematical response. So, exponential. Do you know how to solve for exponential? Do you know? Anybody knows how to solve for exponential? Nobody knows. Double asterisk, thank you. So you print. So normally you don't need to put another variable. You simply say print A raised to the power of 2. So A double asterisk 2. close bracket. Then you run the code. You see? So a raised to the power of 2 gives you that answer. Now let's do some more interesting things too. Any question on this, please? Any question on this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's the question? Come on, ask. What's the question, please? Okay.
Sorry. I said how you got the asterisk.
How I got the asterisk? Please tell how you got it.
It's from the, I
Yes,
think it's
sir.
from the village.
Exponent.
What?
Shift plus 8 on your keyboard. Shift and 8 on your keyboard.
Gloria, off your mic.
Yeah, but I hope that's clear.
Yes, sir.
So I don't want to repeat list and tuples again. We are going to move over to, let me see. Have we treated sets? We've not treated sets. Now let's look at sets, basic set operations. Basic set operations. I'm happy I'm showing you guys some of these things now. Basic set operations. So set is actually another data type that we need to look at. We have probably heard of the word set during high school. What does it mean? If you have a basket, inside that basket contains a lot of fruits, vegetables. So you go to the market, you buy a set of things. That's simply a very simple explanation to what set means. So we are going to say we have a basket, and this basket we are going to call it the fruit basket. So fruit becomes the name of our variable. And then we are going to put all the, let's say, 4 fruits in a set. So we're going to write fruits. Let's say two fruits. Fruits as a variable equals to, mention any 2 fruits you know. Make sure they are inside a string.
Pineapple.
Lemon.
Okay, 2 is
Banana.
enough. We'll look at other ones. So now, how do you put something in a set? Do you know that bracket that has a small mouth? What is it called? We have the square bracket, we have the round bracket, we also have this other one. What is that one called? Brace. I think it's called brace bracket, is it? So anywhere you see anything like this, it is called what? A set. Are we together? So I need you to print fruits now. Print fruits. Good. So now you see what happened? It printed orange and apple. Now we want to add an element. You can see there's a difference between when it is a round bracket. Okay, you know what? Let's see that. Let's see the difference. So let's say fruit number 1 equals to apple, comma, orange. Now put that one. No. Write another code in another line. Leave that one alone. Just copy it, paste it, and then put fruit number 1. Then change everything there to a round bracket, and then print fruit 1. Please watch and see the difference between the first one and the second one. Run the code. Awesome. What do you think is the difference between the first and the second?
The words
There's
are
an
interchanged.
I think in the second one, the apple remains on the left.
I think it's
The position of the fruits changed.
Immutable.
Exactly.
vertical order. It takes up.
Okay. Now we want to add an element to the first fruit. What fruit are we going to add to that list? To the set? Lemon. So we're going to say fruits dot add. We're going to say fruits dot add. Fruits dot add. Then put lemon. You already know this in strings. And then print fruits. Are we together?
Yes, we are.
So what did you see? What was the difference there?
The first became last. Lemon was added to the list.
It added lemon to
Exactly. We to the set. What if we want to remove something? This is how they steal money from your account without touching it.
Mr. David, why does lemon go in the middle
Yes.
and not at the why does lemon go in the middle and not at the end?
It simply, there is a reverse chronological order when, okay, wait a minute. Did you do that? I wanted you to do that for sets, not the second one. So you did fruits dot
I
add.
did for the sets.
Wait. Okay, for the set, yeah, okay. So it follows in reverse chronological order. I don't know why there's a rule to these things anyway. So let's remove orange. I don't want to tell you, but use your common sense. Let's see if you know how to remove orange. Remove orange from the set.
Fruits dot remove.
Awesome.
Root dot delete.
Delete or subtract.
DEL, DEL.
No, delete.
Fruit dot del.
You say delete?
No, del.
the complete.
Del. Don't put it in full. Del. Good.
In quotes, orange.
Fruits.
I'm thinking it should be remove. Why not use remove?
Okay, try remove now.
So the person that said DEL, talk to me. Talk to me. Why did you choose DEL?
It has removed it. Should be removed.
Why did you choose DEL?
He wants to delete file.
So for set, you use dot remove. Okay. For set, use dot remove. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, another exercise I want us to try is if you go to a typical family. I apologize to those who identify as dogs or cats or banana or anything like that. But let's say in your family, there is father, mother, and children, correct? And maybe a dog. Any member of this family that, or let's say a dog comes to you now, not a dog. Let me use something else. We have father, mother, children. Let's say a tree wants to join the family, wants to come and have a seat. A tree, maybe a palm tree. Would you consider the palm tree to be a member of your family? I know things are happening, but let's talk as Africans who have parents or who were born from men and women. Can a tree become a member of your family?
No.
If your head is correct.
No.
So, but can a human being become a member of the family of trees?
Definitely no.
No.
Awesome. So you see that in our syntax, another way of acknowledging that certain things are not a member of our family, we use the word in, in. So let's say we are going to print. So we want to check for membership. We're going to print. We have orange, we have lemon and apple. So we're going to say print apple print apple in fruits. Print apple in fruits. Remember, your fruits has to be exactly good, bracket close. And then print tree. Print tree. Oh, sorry, put print human in fruits. Print human in fruits. Print human in fruits. Good. Now, if you run this code, what do you think will happen? What do you think you will see?
I'm thinking the first one will return true, the second one will return false. I don't know.
It will
Why do you
give
think so?
error sign, sir.
Why do you think it will show error?
Yeah, because human is not part of a fruit family. Apple is in fruit, but human is not in fruit.
It will show true and false.
Okay.
The first one will be true, the second one will be false.
Okay.
Yeah, true, false.
Okay, nice. So run the code. So you see, now in Python programming, true and false is termed as dash.
Boolean.
What is it termed?
Boolean.
True or false? It's what?
Boolean.
Boolean.
Boolean. Thank you very much. So anytime you...
Sorry, Mr. David, I have a
question, please.
Yeah, so if we had defined apple as fruits, so if we put something like mango that was not defined, what will it come out as since it wasn't defined? Because human was not defined before now.
Oh yeah, let's try it. Your answer will be in the trying. Let's try it. Because remember how we started the class today. A variable can only be called when it is defined. If you cannot define, or if you didn't define a variable, you are going to get syntax error. You are going to get one error or the other. The fact that orange is a fruit, lemon, mango, pawpaw, all of these are fruits. But if you did not define it, the fact that people walk into your bank to deposit money, if they don't have an account with you, you can't register their money in any of your branches. True or false?
True.
Hello?
True.
Good.
Yes, true.
So anything that you need to work, any analysis you need to make, you must have to define it. Even the game I'm trying to teach you guys, I figured I have to do a couple of things before we get to that point. You would see we have to define a lot of things. For instance, we want to create a game where, how many of you played Mario, for instance? You played Mario? If you're alive.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Yeah. So Mario game, you'd see that once you fail the game, there's this thing called the while loop in Python. Once you fail the game, what happens? You start again from the beginning of that stage. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So that is exactly what happens if you want to run the code. The name of that variable or the name of that function is called the while loop. In other words, we say keep on running until you get to a point. And then if you get to a point, you start all over again. The for loop says keep on running until you get to a point, and then you can either fasten the game, kill your enemies, do X or Y. So you keep giving instructions to the players. Do you understand how these things work? Don't worry, when we get in there and practice this, you will definitely see the difference and how this plays out. But you need to understand at least basic knowledge of how some of these other things work. So that if I say add player one, you won't be asking me questions like how do I add? Meanwhile, we have solved for how to add things, right? If I say remove player two, you won't ask how do I remove a player. Okay, when a player is terminated, you've watched Mortal Kombat now. When they say finish him, they will blow you come out it, right? So the while keeps running and the player two has to be eliminated. The second player has to be eliminated from the game. You can see I'm using player two underscore username or underscore something. I am not soldier 3 or 30. It's simply player one, player two. So we have to get used to some of these things and how they work. Am I making sense?
Yes, sir. Excuse me, Mr.
Yes,
David.
sir.
Any question so far?
Yes, I have a question, sir.
Yeah, what is the question?
At the place we did that is on remove and got key error in trying to resolve it to that address.
Share your screen, sir. Let's see.
Thank you.
Please tell the people around your area that you are in class. They should leave you alone.
The father, please keep quiet.
Carry cane, carry cane, carry cane. So we are waiting for you. Are you there? I don't know, guys. Are we seeing here?
Yes, we are here. It's as if he closed his browser and most probably logged himself out.
In that case, let's continue. Just share your screen again. Let's continue. Are you there?
Yes,
Yes.
I've resolved it. Thank you.
Have you solved the problem?
Yes, sir.
How did you
Thank you.
solve it?
I did not put parentheses on the orange. I just saw it now. I put one instead of two. One was
Okay.
double. The orange was single.
You just wanted to hear my voice.
Not really.
So that so that to inspire you to figure out the problem.
We are pressing on.
Okay. Are we back to class now?
Yes.
Okay, give me a sec. All right, so one other thing we need to do is we want to add one or two or three or more sets. So we are going to say set number one. You put 1, 2, 3 in a set. Set one equals to 1, 2, 3. And set two equals to 3, 4, 5. Now I want to add set one and set two. This is the exercise. Who will help us solve the problem?
So please, I can't see the screen. Oh.
Is it true for everyone?
No, I can see very clearly.
No, we are seeing the screen.
Oh yeah, now go buy olive oil. You will know they see. You can log out and log back in. Continue. So who can answer the question? How can we combine 1, 2, 3 and 3, 4, 5 together? Now, let me give you an example of how this will help you in real life so that you don't just learn this for learning's sake. Like you learned algebra. Today, you can't remember anything about it again. Have you ever been, are you aware that, let's say you are employed as a data analyst. Set one is the name of the database in a particular branch of a bank. Let's say Zenith Bank in Abuja. Set two equals to the name of the database in another branch of the bank, let's say in Lagos. Set three could be another branch in another country, in another city. Now you are asked to analyze the revenue, the money that has been made by this bank in the three branches. That is what this means. How can you combine these values, or how can you combine these values together to give you what you want? Who wants to try?
If we use a plus, would it work?
Try it, let's see.
Since we're handling set, I think we do union of set 1 and set 2, right?
Are you asking me?
Yes, but I believe so.
You believe
Yes,
so?
union is the same thing as plus. Yes, sir.
Okay. See? So you just have to know that there are certain functions or operations that will not work with sets. You can't add a variable set 1 and set 2. So they have given you the type error. Like I said the other time, if you want to know the meaning of this error, simply copy them and paste on your Stack Overflow or Google, and you will definitely have someone explain to you exactly this problem has happened in the past before. So you are not the first to see the error. Someone has explained it to you. I hope that's clear. So we want to do,
What if we do set 1 dot union set 2? Will it
let's
go?
try it now. Give him instructions.
How about add?
Let's try set equals to set 1 plus set 2.
Okay.
Dot union set 2, set 1 dot union set 2. Print result.
What should I do next?
Oh yeah, the guru's in the house. Show us the way. What should we do next?
Set 1 dot union set 2. Print result.
Print set.
Okay. Why is it showing error? You people are following my hand. Oh.
Yes, I got it. What I did is set 1 is equal to, bracket, curly bracket, 1, 2, 3, set 2 is equal to 4, 5, 6 in curly bracket. Then I assigned, I used the variable result. Hello, sir.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I used the variable result. I assigned set 1 dot union set 2 to that variable called result. Then I printed results. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Do you understand what I explained, sir?
I understand. Now explain it to him by giving him instructions.
I should explain to who, sir?
The person who is sharing the screen.
Okay, yes. It's a type, okay, already set 1 is equal to 1, 2, 3 in curly bracket is there. Set 2 is equal to 4, 5, 6 in curly bracket. Then we need to assign that union, the union of set 1 and set 2 to a variable like our teacher taught us. We can call the variable anything. So we just decided to call it maybe result. And then so result now, which is a variable, is equal to set 1 dot union, then in bracket set 2. Do you understand? So the third line now will be result is equal to set 1. Yes, dot union set 2. Yes. Then print result. I believe this is what you wanted, sir.
But 1 3 is missing.
Okay. 1 3 is missing indeed.
Okay, 1 3 is supposed to come into but is it not set?
No, not 3.
Is it supposed to repeat the 3?
I don't think any 3 is supposed to be there. It doesn't repeat it.
It cannot repeat
Yes.
it now because it is set.
This set 2, is it not supposed to be 4, 5, 6 instead of 3, 4, 5?
No, you see, set 1 as a variable stores 1, 2, 3. Then set 2 stores 4, 5, 6. So once you call, they are already defined variables. So once you call them, what is stored inside of them is the 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6. So there's no point bringing those numbers again because already, just like we said, set 1 is 1, 2, 3.
Why not try result equals set 1 plus set 2 as a concatenation?
It's set.
We have
It's
just
set.
done
We
that
use
one.
union for plus. The result he had he had put now contains set 1, 1, 2, 3, set 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the same thing. There's no repetition of any figure when it comes to union of sets.
Is there anyone here that is confused as what is happening? Is there anybody that is confused?
Yes, so
Yes, so yeah, answer.
so my question is in set 1
Why are
there's
you
1, 2, 3, and in set 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the result we are seeing here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why is there no 6 there? Or is it because 3 is 2?
Okay, so it's just like our set in mathematics, like 3, they are sharing 3 together, just like our set in mathematics.
Okay.
I think it's correct. It's very correct. In set, we use unions, and every other thing, mostly you'd use your concatenation. If you try to concatenate this, it's not going to give you the result that we have now. So we have the output is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, another example is what is the intersection between set 1 and set 2? Without running the code, can someone answer that question?
3, sir. That's
3 now. 3.
Exactly, it's 3. Intersection between 1 and set 1 and set 2 is 3. I want you to use a code to solve that problem. Let's have it. Who can try? I need to print out the code that shows that the intersection of the two sets is 3.
That should be result equals set 1 dot intersection set 2.
Okay.
That's solid.
Exactly. Set 1 dot intersection, set 2. And what about the difference? What's the difference between set 1 and set 2? Do you know what I mean by difference?
No, sir.
Between set 1 and set 2, if you say what minus this minus this, what is that number that's the difference between each of them? If you don't know, you simply use your difference. Set 1 difference, set 2. And that should give you a response.
To give a negative value.
Let's watch and see.
That's set 1 dot difference set 2. Okay.
So the last thing I want to do for the class today, I'm going to drop a code. It's just a very simple game in Python programming. I'm going to drop a code here, and you are going to run it. It's called a guess. It's called a guess game. Are we ready?
Yes, sir.
Let me copy it from my notebook and drop it. It's called a guessing game. So it's going to keep you guessing a particular number till you arrive at congratulations. So let's see, you can use this to play the game with someone. So we are going to import a library called random, and then we are going to give it a name. Don't worry, I'm going to find my time to explain each of these lines, maybe next week or next time we meet. Tomorrow's class is with our guests. Have you seen it? So copy this and put it in your Jupyter notebook. So import random, which is random is the name of a library. Next time
Sorry,
we'll
sir.
be.
You can't see your screen. Sorry, sir.
No, I'm not sharing my screen. I just check the comment section right here. I've dropped the code there. Just copy it and put it in your laptop. So you can say, welcome to the Dahel Techies number guessing game. And we're going to print, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100. While it is true, remember we've talked about this. You guess, you make a guess, you try integer, you say a guess at 10 plus 1 equals to 1, except value error, you print enter a value, you continue, and all of that. So okay, that's not all. I think I didn't copy the rest of the code. If yes, let's start yes. Then we are going to have print too low. So that print too low is from a continuation of the other print function that wasn't copied. Okay, so I need you to run the code. Wait a minute, wait, before you run, have you run the code?
Not yet.
So what? Go to where you have that print welcome to the. You can edit that. Welcome to the Dahel Techies number guessing game. Insert. Go to the first print function and put welcome to the Dahel Techies. Where you have the welcome to the number guessing game, you can insert the first print function here. You can edit it.
What?
Welcome to the Dahel Techies number. Dahel Techies number guessing game. All right, so run the code. So you see, make a guess. Put any number at all. Guys, are we following? Any number at all?
Yes, sir.
It says too low. So you have to keep making a guess till you get the correct number. Is there any of you that have gotten the number already? Too high. So you have to come too high. Too low. So now it's between 20 and 30. Too low. Okay. So it's between 25 and 30. Congress. You see? That's the game. So this is, imagine having this code and you copy it and put it inside an app that you are trying to build, you know, for when, have you ever watched kids trying to select alphabets, A, B, C, D, E? Have you watched that game before? Hello? When they are supposed to press A, and then they ended up pressing B. What does it tell? What is it going to tell them? Try again. Then they press A. They say, congratulations. Abi, I know they watch cartoon. See these big people. Any question, guys? I think I'm done for today. Any question?
Please, sir, can you drop the game on our chat group?
Yeah, I think one of you can do that. Just copy the code and drop it there.
Because I can't
Okay,
even
sir.
copy from with phone. I'm using phone, but I do the assignment
Please,
on
I will appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, excuse me, sir. Please, are we having the link to this? Some of us would.
Please, somebody should copy this code and drop in the
Hello,
group,
you
please.
say? Someone asking a question?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Hi.
Please, I want to know if you would drop a link to this class. If there's a recording for this. I came late.
Okay, Miss.
All right. Hi, I'm Araja.
Mr. David, good evening. This is my first time I'm actually joining the Python class. I just wanted to ask you a question. The app we're going to work on, like the app you're making use of.
The app I'm making use of for the Python,
Yes, for the Python class.
you just need to go to don't worry, I'll send links again to the group, and if you're in the group you should be able to access them. But you just go to Google and type download Anaconda and then get a Jupyter notebook. There are a couple of IDEs. You all know the full meaning. Integrated IDE, the full meaning, I think it's Integrated Development Environment. Yes, I'm correct. So you learn those how to install those. We have VS Code, we have Atom, we have Jupyter Notebook, we have IntelliJ IG. These are all platforms that you can use to run your Python programming code. But remember, I'll drop the links on how you can download them. But you can just go to YouTube and search download Jupyter Notebook.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. I hope you learned something today.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
so
Thank
much,
you
sir. God
very much.
bless you. We deeply appreciate you. Honestly, you're a father.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You're a good teacher.
We appreciate that.
For our mentor.
Thank you.